to show you how to cook okra. Okra is one of those things that I think a lot of people think it's a southern thing because not everybody eats it, but honestly, it's such a good food and it's good for you and it's fresh. So this is what an okra looks like. Now there's several ways to eat okra. You can pickle it, you can just put it in hot water and boil it, eat it just like that. You can fry it, and my favorite way to eat it, well, when you fry it, you usually bread it in oil. So a lot of people prefer it that way because it can get kind of squishy on the inside, but that's not the healthiest way to do it. I prefer roasting it. To me, it tastes a lot like having it fried, but you don't have the batter on it and you don't have the oil that you're frying it in. But at least when you roast it, it doesn't get the sliminess that a lot of people don't like, and it's just really healthy and salty. So when you're getting okra, usually you want smaller pods. This would probably be the preferred length. If you're getting something like this, this is almost technically too long. The longer they get, the tougher they get. This will still work, but it's going to be a little tougher than these little babies. So what I like to do, I like to cut them into bite-sized pieces, and I get a few of them and I line them all up. I cut off the tips and discard them, and you can cut as small as you want. You can also keep the ends, or if you have a lot, you can get rid of them. So I'm going to take all of these, I'm going to cut them into pieces, and then I'll show you what I'll do next. Okay, so I have all of the okra cut. You can see here, this is what I'm going to discard, the tips and the ends. You most certainly can eat these. I think the tips are a little hard and the ends just don't have a lot to them, so I usually cut those off. This is what you'll end up with. When they're in this state, you can see that they're not very slimy, and when you roast them, they're pretty much going to stay about the same. So if the sliminess is what bothers you, you definitely don't want to do the boiling. You want to do the roasting or the frying. So to roast these, you're going to heat your oven to 425. I take my pan and I spray it. And then I take some olive oil and I coat them pretty good. Just pour it in the okra. And I add some salt. It's definitely a fruit that needs salt. And yes, they're technically a fruit because it comes from the plant, the flower of the plant. These should be fairly dry too before you add all your olive oil and your salt. So make sure after you rinse them, you dry them good. And you just put them on your baking sheet and try to get them in a kind of like a single layer there. And you're gonna bake this for about 15, it says 10 to 15 minutes. I like mine a little crunchier, so I'm usually doing about 20 minutes at 425. You can even go up to 450 and go 15 to 20 minutes. So let me bake these and then show you what they look like. Okay, so I just pulled the okra out of the oven. This was 425 at 20 minutes, and as you can see, they move around, but see how some of them are nice and numb? They smell delicious. They look so good. So I'll just try to get them on this pan here. And they're little. And if you want them, because these aren't that crunchy, so if you want them like crunchy, you know, just do a few more minutes. Add more salt because they need salt. It's just one of those things, eggs and okra need salt. And this is what they look like. Oh yeah, we're crunchy. And they're not at all slimy. They're so yummy. So okra, roasted okra. 425, 20 minutes. Cut them up, salt and olive oil. So easy and so yummy. So much better than frozen. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, hit like, hit the thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel.